Hello guys, today I will be showing you how to put code in Python and Turtle. So the first thing you have to do is download Visual Studio Code, then go to the Python page and download it. We'll be using the 3.7.3 version for this video. So yeah, after you download it, you're gonna go to File and New File. And here you're gonna go to Extensions and add the Open Native Terminal and Launcher, and the Python one and the auto close one. So in here you're gonna press Control Alt Shift T to open the terminal, which we're gonna be needing. Okay, and here when you're done with that, you're gonna go here and you're not gonna have the documents one. You're just gonna right click it and add folder to workspace. I'm just going to be using the documents folder. I already have it, so I don't need to add it. So yeah, and here we're gonna click File, Save As, and whatever name you want. I'm just gonna choose a short name, which is QW. Doesn't stand for anything, it's just a short name. QW.python py. Okay, and here you're gonna set up this importing the modules. A module is like a something that's already being made. It's like tools. We'll be using the modules, which are tools, to help us make a game. Okay, so here we're gonna type import turtle, which is like a module which helps you make games. Yeah, you could say games. And import OS. And here we're gonna type whatever. We're gonna make a variable. A variable is like x and y, x equals 5 and stuff like that. But in variables we can store many different data. We can store strings, which are like letters and stuff, words, and we can store integers, which are numbers, and we can store, well, different stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. Let's name our screen equals turtle dot screen. This is like a shortcut for typing this, but like just typing this is like a shortcut for this. So it's like a variable. It's like a shortcut. Variables are like kind of shortcuts sometimes. Okay, so in here we're gonna type screen dot bg color, which stands for background color, and we're gonna do open parentheses and close parentheses and the quotes. And here we're gonna type the color we want. I'm just gonna type red. You can type whatever color you want. We can also do screen dot color. Not color, title. And you can type whatever name you want for the title. I'm just gonna type first game and save it. Now we're gonna type over here turtle dot done, so we can see the, actually no, I'm just gonna show you if we don't type that what's gonna happen. If we don't type turtle dot done, when we open a terminal with Control Alt Shift T, or you can just go here cmd and type cd and the name of the folder you want to get in minus documents, doesn't matter, it's the same thing. Okay, and here we're just gonna type the folder we want to open, q.py. It closes really fast, so we can see it. Here we're gonna type turtle.done just so we can see it. It's gonna kind of like pause it. Shortcut for typing the code you typed is pressing the up key in the arrows keys. We're just gonna do that and we just type enter. See, we created a window that says first game and the background color is red. So you can choose whatever color. I'm just gonna go with white actually. And yeah, now let's create a border. So let's call this pen equals turtle dot turtle with capital T, open and close parentheses. Now pen the color, Actually, not speed. The speed is like how fast you want to write it. 0 is the maximum speed, the fastest speed there is, and 1 is the lowest speed. We're gonna use 1 so you can see what's happening. Here we can do pen dot color red so you can see, and pen size. We're gonna use 10 so you can really see the difference. And now we're gonna do a command that makes it go forward. Pen dot FD, which stands for forward. It's a function. I will teach you what functions are later. Okay, here we're gonna type the amount of how much forward you want it to go. I'm just gonna type 200 so you can see. Now we're just gonna open the terminal, and I'm just gonna make it color right since it looks way cooler. Now qw.py, and you saw it drew a line. It went forward. Okay, so let me explain you what forward means in here. This is the x-axis, right? So this is positive, this is negative. This up and down, which is the y, this is positive, and this is negative. This is the main point, which will respond, which is 0, 0. So if we would change this to negative 200, it will go to the opposite side. But there's a small problem. Let's say we wanna go to the position, to another position. Set pen dot set pos, which means set position. I'm just gonna go for this one. Let's choose minus 100 and minus 100 again. This is gonna be minus 100 in the x and minus 100 in the y, which will make us. But there's a problem with this code. You will see what's the problem. It draws first line, then it goes to the thing. We wanted to just spawn without drawing the line. So we would use this thing, we would copy it and close it. We wanted to have the color, so I want it to be there. I'm gonna do pen up, which means, so let's say when you write something with a pencil, you have to have the pen down, right, or the pencil down for you to write. So if we don't want to write, it means no drawing with moving, which it says here. Pen up means like the pencil is up, so you're not drawing anything. Then here we're gonna do pen down, pen down. So we start drawing. So we draw this, and that's it. We'll spawn in the other place. We spawn over here, then we draw it. Okay, let's say we want to make a square. So that's where the for loops come in place. I'm gonna show you what a for loop is. Just a second. Okay. For side in range for every loop, we need to close it with those two dots and pen dot fd. I'll explain what this means in a second. Just wait. Pen dot lt, which means left 90, and that's it. I think that will create a square. I mean, a pretty big square. And it's doing it really slow because we have it at the slowest speed as possible. See, it created a square. Now let's say we want to color in the square. We don't want to do everything, so let's just type in here pen dot begin fill. And over here we're gonna do pen dot end fill. So what this is gonna do is gonna fill the square we draw. So actually Let me change the speed. Oh, no, it's fine like that. I was gonna change the speed to 0 so it goes the fastest, but let's have it like that. Just so you can see how it feels. It doesn't feel like one by one, it feels complete like that. So let's say we want to have a different color inside. So in pen.color, we're gonna type a comma, then a space and quotations again, and here we're gonna type the color we want. Let's say we want to have blue. Save it, we run it, and it's gonna have it in blue. When it's done, it's gonna have it in blue. So that's how you draw a square. So now let's draw a border for our game. I measured this before I started the video, so it's gonna set a position in. Not sure, let's delete the begin fill. We don't know fill or square. And let's have pen up. And here pen down. Now it's gonna have it in 600. Okay, doesn't necessarily need, you don't necessarily need to write side in here. You can type whatever you want and it's still gonna do the same thing for this thing. But like, let's keep it clean just so we know what we're doing in here. Now in here we're gonna do, yeah, I think that's it. Now let's do it. Actually, let's have to forgot to change the position. It's gonna be minus 300, and the speed, let's have it to the fastest, as fast as possible. See, it made a square, a big square. So yeah, and here let's create our character. So the way you create a character is the same way you create a pen. Well, you don't need to name it pen. Okay, so some of you may be confused that since I wrote pen here, you need to write here the same name as the thing. It's not like that. You can name this whatever you want, it's still gonna work. You don't need to have the same name as this one. So let's create a player. Player equals turtle with capital T. Now player dot shape, and let's do something over here. We don't want to see the turtle. Let's hide the turtle. And here we're gonna create a shape. Let's call it circle. And player dot pen up. We don't want it to draw anything. And we want it to be in the position of set position. We want it to be in the middle, but we want it to be in the y-axis very down. So it's gonna be in the x is gonna be 0, and in the y it's gonna be minus 250. Let's see what we created. So see, it's over here, but let's set the speed to as fast as possible. So now let's check it out. It's here, right? So yeah, it's pretty good. Now if you want to put like a photo in here instead of the circle, you can do it. It's just gonna be something like this. Let's just create a comment. The shape. Here you're gonna do turtle dot register shape, and it has to be a GIF one. It has to be like, I already have an image saved. It's gonna be player.gif. I do not own this image. This is not my image. So it's gonna be player.gif. it has to be a GIF one, or else I don't think it will work. Not sure. I don't think it works. See, it created the image. Now let's add movement. Let's add movement to the player. So now we need to create a function. That's how you create a function, def. A function is like a method for doing something. A method, yeah, for method for doing something. So let's name this move left. And for every function, you need to add that. Now here we're gonna do x equals player dot x coordinate. X core means x coordinate. Now I forgot to do something here. Player speed. Here you will set the speed you want the player to move in. Let's say 30, which is a pretty good speed. X. Since it's gonna move left, it's gonna be x minus equals player speed. Because left is minus, so it's gonna be this side. So that will work. Actually, not yet. Player dot set x. Set x coordinate. Now here we type the x because x equals, I think you know. So now let's assign the key turtle dot listen and type turtle dot on key. You're gonna use the function move left, comma space, and now the key you want. If you want to use the left arrow, just type left. But if you want to use the A, just type lowercase a, and that should work. Unless you can get an error. No, it works fine. But as you can see, it doesn't stop here. It just keeps going even further on the screen. So the way you arrange that is by doing something that I will not show you this video. I think I will show it to the next video. If you want to pause this video and try to do the move right one, you can do it. If you can't, just continue watching this video. Oops. So you're just gonna copy this one. I think this video is way too long. Well, let's see. You're just gonna add it plus player speed, just which should work. If you have experience with Python, wait, it's not working because we forgot to do the okay thing. If you have experience with Python, then you should be able to create a you should be able to make it so that the player does not go further than the limit than this limit. So now it goes both ways. If you want it to go up, that's a different thing, which I think I will be covering in the next video. So yeah, peace out.